There are two types of men who can't hold respect. The first one says yes to everything, swallows his opinions, apologizes before he's done anything wrong. He'd rather die slowly inside than create a single moment of tension. Ask him what restaurant he wants, and he says, "Whatever you want." Ask him if he's okay with staying late again, and he says, "No problem." Ask him if he actually agrees with the decision his boss just made, and he nods, every time. The second one got sick of being that guy. So now he's cold, dismissive, blunt to the point of cruelty. He calls it having standards. Everyone else calls it exhausting. His girlfriend walks on eggshells. His friends have quietly stopped inviting him places. Here's what nobody tells you. Those two men are the same man. One running from rejection. One running from the wound that rejection left behind. If you're somewhere between those two poles right now, sick of being walked over, but terrified of becoming someone you don't recognize, this video is for you. Because there is a third way, and it's the only one that actually works. Here's a story. Picture a guy. Call him Marcus. Marcus is the man everyone likes, the reliable one. Covers shifts at work. Shows up when you need help moving. Never causes drama. His girlfriend's friends love him. His boss trusts him completely. On paper, Marcus has it dialed in. But Marcus hasn't said what he actually thinks in about 4 years. He hasn't disagreed with his girlfriend once. He hasn't pushed back on a single thing his boss asked him to do, even the things that were genuinely unreasonable. He laughs at jokes he doesn't find funny. And late at night, when everyone who relies on him is asleep, Marcus feels a slow, grinding resentment he can't quite name. Because on paper, everything is fine. Marcus isn't fictional. He's a version of you, a version of me, a version of almost every man who's ever typed "nice guy syndrome" into a search bar at midnight. Most guys think people-pleasing is a personality trait, something they were born with. The sensitive kid, the nice guy. It's not. It's a strategy, a survival strategy you learned early, when you figured out that keeping people happy kept you safe. Maybe it was a volatile parent whose mood ran the household. Maybe a social group where fitting in meant survival. Maybe a relationship where honesty got punished with silence. Whatever it was, the lesson got written deep. Make yourself easy, and the pain stops. And here's the part that makes it so hard to unlearn. It worked. Back then, it genuinely worked. The problem is you're still running that same program in a completely different life. The threats aren't real anymore. Your nervous system just didn't get the memo. You're using a wartime strategy in peacetime, and it's costing you everything the peacetime was supposed to give you. Now here's the part that's going to make some of you uncomfortable. Stay with me. People-pleasing isn't selfless. I know. You've been telling yourself it is for years. I just don't want to upset anyone. That's the story. But look at what's actually happening. When you say yes to something you mean no to, you are managing someone else's reaction so you don't have to feel the discomfort of their disappointment. You're not being kind. You're protecting yourself. You're using their feelings as a wall to hide behind. Every time you bite your tongue, smile when you're seething, agree with something you know is wrong, you are robbing that person of a real interaction with a real human being. They're talking to a mask. And deep down, they can feel it. That low-level sense that something is slightly off. That they can't quite trust what you say because you never push back. Think about the last time you said yes when you wanted to say no. Not 5 years ago. Last week. You already know the exact situation. That's why people-pleasers get used. Not because the people around them are predators, but because a man who never says no, never disagrees, never creates any friction, he doesn't feel real. He feels like furniture. And nobody feels guilty about taking furniture for granted. And that resentment Marcus was carrying, that's not about the people around him. That's his nervous system sending up a flare. Every time you feel that slow burn towards someone for taking advantage, it's not really about them. It's a signal that somewhere you said yes when you meant no. Find that yes. Change it. So you hear all this, and something fires up. Right, I'm done. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to say what I think. Stop apologizing. Stop caring what anyone thinks. And for a few weeks, it feels incredible, like oxygen after years of holding your breath. Then things get strange. People start calling you cold, difficult. The relationship you were trying to save gets worse. And you think, see, this is exactly why I kept my mouth shut. Here's what actually happened. You didn't build a spine, you just flipped the polarity. You went from outsourcing your self-worth to people's approval, to outsourcing it to their rejection. You're still letting them drive. You just changed which direction triggers you. Real strength isn't, I don't care what you think. That's still people-pleasing. You're just performing indifference instead of agreement. Real strength is, I know what I think, and I can hear what you think. And neither of those things destroys me. That is a completely different operating system. So what does the third way actually look like? 3 shifts, not rules, shifts. Shift 1, trade approval seeking for self-respect. The people-pleaser's internal question in every interaction is, what do they want from me? The integrated man's question is, what do I actually think about this? Start there. Before you respond to anything, take 2 seconds and ask yourself that. You'll be surprised how often you don't actually know your own answer, because you've spent so long scanning for theirs. Shift 2, disagree without going to war. You can say, I see it differently, without raising your voice. You can say, that doesn't work for me, and let the silence sit. Don't rush to fill it. Don't soften it with 5 qualifiers. The silence after a boundary is not a crisis. It feels like one, but it's not. It's just discomfort. And discomfort is not the same as danger. The man who can hold a calm no without flinching is unmovable. And when you say yes, people know you mean it. When you say no, people know you mean it. That clarity is magnetic. Shift 3, let people be disappointed. Somewhere in you, someone else's disappointment still feels like your fault. Like evidence you did something wrong. It's not. You are not responsible for managing other people's emotions. You're responsible for how you treat them. Those are not the same thing. A person can be disappointed in your answer and still be treated with full respect. The moment you genuinely believe that, not intellectually, but in your gut, the people-pleasing dissolves. Because the entire engine runs on one belief. Their feelings are your responsibility. Take that away, and the engine stops. Let me make this concrete. Your manager asks you to take on another project. You're already at capacity. Old you says, sure, I'll figure it out, and spends 3 weeks stressed and resentful. Overcorrector you says, not my problem, and damages the relationship. Third way you says, I want to do good work on this. Right now I'm at capacity with X and Y. Help me understand the priority and I'll make it work. Not a pushover, not a jerk. A man who knows his limits and communicates them like an adult. It sounds small. This isn't about grand confrontations. It's about 1,000 tiny moments where you choose to show up as yourself instead of a version of yourself designed to keep someone else comfortable. Here's how you know it's actually working. Not when people start respecting you more. That comes later. It's working when someone is visibly unhappy with you and you stay calm, not cold, not smug, calm. You can look at someone who is frustrated or disappointed or angry, and you don't collapse and you don't escalate. And somewhere inside there's just a quiet, settled sense of, I know who I am. I treated this person fairly. Their reaction is theirs to carry. That feeling is what people call frame, but it's simpler than that. It's just a man who has stopped needing the room to go a certain way in order to feel okay about himself. And the strange thing is, the moment you stop needing approval, something shifts. Not because you became intimidating, because you became real. People can finally feel where you end and where they begin. And that clarity is what actually creates respect and trust in every relationship, professional and personal. One last thing. The people who leave when you stop people-pleasing, let them leave. The people who only valued you because you never said no, they weren't in a relationship with you. They were in a relationship with your compliance. When you stop being compliant, you're not losing a relationship. You're finding out there wasn't one. The people who stay when you start showing up honestly, those are your people. They're not threatened by your no. They can push back on you. You can push back on them. And at the end of it, you both still respect each other. Most people-pleasers have never experienced that because they never let anyone close enough to the real version of them to find out. Two types of men who can't hold respect. The one who says yes to everything, and the one who says no to everything just to prove he can. You don't have to be either. The work is simple. Not easy. Simple. Know what you think. Say it calmly. Let people react. Don't collapse and don't escalate. Repeat. Do that for 30 days and you'll start noticing something strange. People stop treating you like a pushover. Not because you became harder, because you became clearer. Which one have you been recently? The pleaser or the overcorrector? Be honest. Most men spend years swinging between both. See you in the next one.